Welcome to Spark STEM Scholars.
Hi everyone, today we'll be going over long and synthetic division on the SAT math. Let's get started. So let's do the long division first. Our example is x cubed plus 2 times x squared minus 5x plus 1 over x minus 1. So first we write out the long division. X cubed plus 2x squared minus 5x plus 1 divided by x minus 1. So first think, how many times does x minus 1 goes into x cubed? Well, the answer is x squared, and we'll have x cubed minus x squared. And we get, so our first term would cancels out, and we will get 3x squared. So our goal is to cancel out the first terms each time. Bring down our negative 5x. And now we think, how many times does x minus 1 goes into 3x squared? And our answer is 3x. So 3x squared minus 3x. And we will get negative 2x plus 1. Now, next we'll have negative 2. And we'll get negative 2x plus 2. Subtract, and we will get negative 1. And so we can rewrite this into, so our quotient is this, x squared plus 3x minus 2, and negative 1 is our remainder. How do we write our remainder? Well, we'll be adding our remainder, so negative, and it will be over our x minus 1. So this would be our answer. Now let's look at the synthetic division. Synthetic division, it will be a little bit different, and we will take the coefficient of each term. So let's draw our little table. And the coefficient of x cubed is 1. Coefficient of x squared is 2. Coefficient of x is negative 5. And we have our constant. And now we'll set the denominator, or the thing that we're dividing by, to 0. And we'll get x equals to 1. So I write 1 here. And now the first step is to bring down our first term, which is 1. And we'll multiply this 1 and this 1. And we'll put the product here under the 2. Now we add to get our sum, which is 3. And now we multiply 3 by our 1, and we will get 3, putting it under negative 5. Add again, and our sum is negative 2. Multiply again, we get negative 2. And our sum, which is also our remainder, is negative 1. Remainder the same, good. Now, how do you write this into our proper form? So we started off with our leading coefficient, with our leading power to be 3. So now our leading power here would be 2. So it would be x squared plus 3x, so it goes down, minus 2, which is our constant. And we'll add our remainder the same way. As you can see, 2 different methods, same answer. Now, depending on what problem you're doing, either method would be easier over the other. But personally, I prefer the synthetic division a bit more because it saves more time from writing all the x's and the powers. Now let's take a look at our first example, 3x squared plus 4 over x minus 1 equals to 8 plus 7 over x minus 1. What is a in terms of x? So first, let's do this in the long division way. We'll do it in both ways and compare, and you decide which one is more convenient for you. So the long division way will have 3x squared plus 0x. Since we see that there's no x value, but when we do long division or any division, we have to have every term to be present. And since there's no x, then we'll just make it x, but multiply by 0 because that's just nothing. Plus 4. Now x minus 1 out here. And think how many times does x minus 1 go into 3x squared, which is 3x. So 3x squared minus 3x, and we have 3x plus 4, and we will get, you need plus 3 to cancel out the leading one, minus 3, and we will get 7. And since the remainder is the same, it indicates that we're on the right track. And a is our quotient. So our quotient is this, 3x plus 3 is our a. Now let's try the synthetic division way. Oh, the synthetic division, let's take our terms. Same thing here, we'll have the 0 coefficient in front of x. So we have 3, 0, and 4. Do the little chart. And our x is equal to 1. Bring down the 3, multiply, add, repeat, multiply, add. Remainder 7. It looks to be safe. And now remember that we are going one lower power than our highest power, which is 3x plus 3. And that is our a. We don't need to write our remainder since it is written out for us already. And it's given. So again, 2 different methods, same answer. Again, personally, synthetic just seems to be a lot more quicker and more convenient to write out. Now let's look at our second example. 5x squared minus 4x plus 1 over x minus 2 equals to 5x plus 6 plus b over x minus 2. What is the value of b? So here we're looking for the remainder. So here we're looking for a remainder, and since I just want to use the synthetic division because the long division would take longer, and so let's use our preferred, well, let's use my preferred method with synthetic division. So we will get, so let's draw our little chart, and we'll have 5, -4, and 1. And in this case, our x equals to 2. So 2, bring down our 5, multiply, add, multiply, add. And easy peasy. Our remainder is 13. And as you can see, the quotient matches up with our coefficients too. So there's another method called the remainder theorem. And this is specifically targeted towards finding remainders. So what this do is that it will let us to get the remainder without going every division possible. So here we have our 2 equations. Let's write them out. And we will take our divisor and set it equal to 0, which is x equals to 2, which is also our special number. And then we'll plug it in. We'll plug in substitute the x values into our dividend. So 5 times 2 squared minus 4 times 2 plus 1. And this will get us our remainder. So this is 20 minus 8 plus 1, which is 13. And we also got the same answer using the synthetic division. But as you can see, it's a lot quicker and a lot less math per se, but it's still math. So using the remainder theorem, find the remainders of these three problems. Let's go over it. So our special number here would be, so set this equal to 0 and we'll get x equals to -1. So -2 times -1 squared plus 5 times -1, and we will get -2 minus 5, which is -7. So our remainder for our first problem is -7. Now the second one, setting the denominator to 0, we have x equals to 1/2. So plug 1/2 in. 3 times 1/2 squared minus 4. And we would get 1/4 plus 3/4 minus 4 equals to -3. And for our last problem, our x is 3. So plug them in. 2, 3 squared minus 5 times 3 plus 1. This is 18 minus 15 plus 1 equals to 4. Equals to 4. So did you guys get these answers? If you guys got them all right, then great job. You are on a very nice and smooth track. If you got one or two wrong, or unluckily all of them wrong, do more practice and you'll be ready in no time. So look at this final problem and try it out yourself. So pause the video and try it out. Okay, f of x equals to 3x cubed minus kx squared plus 5x plus 2. K is constant. F of x is divisible by x minus 2. What is the value of x? So if f of x is divisible, that means that our remainder has to be 0. So applying the remainder theorem, x would be 2. And when you plug x in, this equation should equal to 0. So f of 2 should equal to 0. Now plug every x in and solve for k. So f of 2 is 3, 2 cubed minus k 2 squared plus 5 times 2 plus 2. All of them have to equal to 0. And now let's solve for k. 2 cubed is 8, 3 times 8 is 24, minus 4k plus 10 plus 2. Go to 0, add all the like terms. 24 plus 10 plus 2 is 36. Minus 4k equals 0. Move 4k to one side. And we'll get that k is equal to 36 over 4, which is 9. So the value of k is 9.
Great work today. Keep practicing and you'll be ready in no time. If you find this video helpful, please like and subscribe and share with a friend. See you next time.